Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Code with Sensei. We teach programming and university topic with simple step-by-step explanation. Let's start learning.
Hey, welcome. Today we're going to pull back the curtain on computer programming. But let's forget all the complicated code and the jargon for a minute. We're going to get to the heart of what programming really is. A powerful, structured way of thinking that can solve pretty much any problem. And you know what? It all starts with a simple plan. I mean, really think about it for a second. How do you solve a complex problem? Maybe you're putting together some furniture, planning a vacation, or just trying to tackle a big project for work. We all have our ways of doing things, right? But what if there was a super structured, super effective way to approach any challenge? Well, that's exactly the mindset we're going to explore today. So, here's our game plan. First, we'll look at all the kinds of problems that programming can solve. Then, and this is the most important part, we'll dive into thinking before coding. After that, we'll see how a plan actually becomes a program, we'll connect it to our everyday lives, and finally, we'll unlock the secret sauce, the programmer's mindset. All right, let's jump in with this world of problems. Look, every single day, we're all solving problems one way or another. Programming is basically just a way to take that fundamental human skill and put it on steroids. So, what are we really talking about here? At its absolute core, computer programming is just writing a set of crystal clear instructions for a computer. That's it. We call these instructions code, which is just text written in a special language a computer gets, like Python or Java. And the whole point? To get a specific task done or to solve a problem. It really isn't magic, it's all about giving perfect logical directions. Okay, now we're getting to the heart of it all. And honestly, this is the big one. Thinking before coding. This is where the real magic happens. It's all about creating a rock-solid blueprint for your solution before you even think about touching a keyboard. This right here, this holds the entire key. If you only remember one thing from all this, make it this. Programming is not just about typing code. It's about thinking logically. It's about taking a huge, messy problem and breaking it down into tiny, clear, manageable pieces. The code itself, that's just the very last step in that whole thought process. And this shows you exactly what that logical thinking looks like in action. You start with something happening. You figure out the problem, you gather some info, you find the real cause. It's a flow, a process. You wouldn't build a house without a blueprint, would you? Of course not. This flow chart, that's the blueprint for the program. You have to figure out every single step before you write a single line of code. You know, this whole plan first idea is why so many beginners get totally frustrated. They fall into these classic traps. They jump straight to coding, they forget to test their work, they copy and paste code without really getting what it does. And the biggest one, they're afraid of making mistakes. In programming, errors, we call them bugs. They're not just normal, they're essential. It's how you learn and make your plan even better. Okay, so you've got your logical blueprint. What's next? Well, now let's see how that plan gets transformed into an actual program. This is where we turn all that thinking into action a computer can actually do something with. The official name for that plan we keep talking about, it's an algorithm. Now, that sounds super technical, but it's really not. An algorithm is just a step-by-step recipe to solve a problem. Seriously, if you can write down the instructions to make a sandwich, you can create an algorithm. It's that simple. And look how straightforward it can be. Here's a complete algorithm for adding two numbers. Step 1, get two numbers. Step 2, add them up. Step 3, show the answer. That's it. That is the entire logical plan. It's perfectly clear. And the program? That's just our recipe, our algorithm, translated into a language the computer can understand. So our three simple steps suddenly look like this. A equals 5, B equals 3. That's step 1. And print A plus B, well, that's steps 2 and 3 all rolled into one simple command. See? You can draw a straight line from the plan right to the code. This just visualizes that whole transformation perfectly. On one side, you've got the logical flow, the blueprint, the algorithm. And on the other, you've got the code, the specific instructions that bring that plan to life inside the machine. It's a direct translation from clear thought into powerful action. So why does any of this actually matter to you? Okay, let's bring this all into the real world. This is where we get to see how this whole problem-solving process pretty much runs the world around us. Just think about your day so far. Did you use an ATM? That's banking software solving the problem of a secure transaction. Did you buy something online? A whole website system is managing that process, handling thousands of orders a second. Even the traffic lights you waited at are run by control programs that are constantly solving the problem of safe, efficient traffic flow. It's the invisible engine of modern life. And this is where you really see the power. Just look at the difference. Solving a complex, repetitive problem by hand is slow, and it's full of chances for human error. But with programming, it's lightning fast, it's incredibly accurate, and it's built for perfect repetition and automation. It's a total game changer for getting things done efficiently. So, to put it simply, the advantages are just massive. It saves a ridiculous amount of time. It dramatically cuts down on mistakes. It can process huge amounts of data a person could never dream of. It never gets tired. It works 24/7. And it's scalable, which means a solution that works for 10 people can be expanded to work for 10 million. And all of this leads us to our final and I think most important idea, the programmer's mindset. Because the real skill you learn from all of this isn't just how to write in a specific coding language. It's a whole new way to think. So let's just boil this all down. What did we learn? First, programming is just a structured, logical way to solve problems. Second, it always follows those same key steps, from the plan or algorithm to the code to the final solution. And finally, this problem-solving engine is everywhere, in every industry you can imagine. It's the absolute core of all modern technology. And I want to leave you with this one final thought, which I think just sums it all up perfectly. Programming teaches you how to think, not just how to code. It's about building a logical, step-by-step approach to any challenge you ever face. So, the real question is, what problem will you solve with this superpower?
So that's a wrap. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe. Zarur karen. Don't forget to leave a comment below and watch the next video in the playlist. Khuda Hafiz.